Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Telegram Tuesday. We're gonna call this a hangout, right? But we got a lot of things that we want to talk about. Um, this today's meeting is going to be pretty much directed towards one topic and one topic only, which we'll get into right here in a second. Before I start talking about that, I'm going to just read off of one of our Telegram pins here. As long as it's still here, I can't seem to find it. There it is. Okay, so the things that we have in the woodworks. I'll just get this out of the way before we get into the juicy stuff. This is all stuff that may be launching this week, next week, the week after, in no chronological order. But we got the dedicated Warzone for ShibaDoge NFTs. So you'll be able to put your ShibaDoge NFTs into the Warzone. We're aiming to get that out to you guys this week. We wanted to get it out after the Armory, but it seems like we're going to get it out before the Armory. So that's that. The Armory launch with EFT items that contain multipliers in Warzone seasons. That's going to be something that is coming out as well. Hint, hint. The item that is going to be a multiplier already exists. I'm not going to tell you guys which item it is, but it already exists and people have it and people are buying it and selling it and equipping it and unequipping it. It's already there. So you guys can try to figure out what that one is. The black market with exclusive items that will pretty much let you participate in a bunch of new special events and things like that we're going to be hosting. That's also going to come out with the Armory. Alex wrote in here, LAMP launches. LAMP means Leo, Alex, Max, Peter, stuff that the devs do for fun. So there's going to be a lot of these LAMP events that we're calling it happen in the near future. The dynamic NFT system integration into various launches and activities within the space. What does that mean? That means that we're in talks with a bunch of people in the space of actually white labeling a lot of the stuff that we've built as far as the dynamic NFT stuff, the Armory stuff, because this is crazy technology. We've spent I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars, like $100,000 or $200,000, at least at the bare minimum, just building this stuff out. And I mean, the money doesn't even matter. What matters is this kind of stuff at the level of tech, at the level that it is, doesn't really exist in the space. And we really think the NFT communities all around the world can benefit from it. So if we can white label some of the tech that we've built and have other projects integrate it, especially big name projects, that would be great. So we'll see how that goes. No promises or anything of deals being closed anytime soon on that, but we're trying. We're working through building a presentation deck and like all these cool things that we can pretty much approach people with. So that's pretty cool. And the last thing that he wrote in the pin is NFTs are dead. We'll save them with the future technology. That also ties back into what we were saying. And I mean, it's no secret, NFTs are in a pretty shitty place right now, all across the board. From Bored Apes to ShibaDoge NFTs, they're all struggling as far as where they were, a year or 2 years ago. But we think things will pick up, so we just got to be patient. And with all that being said, I want to get into the main topic, and the main topic of discussion is I put a poll up a couple of days ago, and let me pull the poll up over here. Dun, dun, dun. I'm having a hard time on PC. I use a lot of Mac, and I'm using my PC today, and I keep trying to use it like a MacBook. All right. Anyway, I wrote, there is a trend happening on Web3 right now. We think it would be funny and beneficial to participate in this trend. This would mean a brand new token launch from us, except the token would have no roadmap and would be pure fun / DGen. And that stirred up a whole bunch of controversy. We got 253 people that voted on it. And honestly, the topics of discussion that people have been having over the past few days just based on this was very, very interesting to me. Not just that, but we hopped into a quick little Telegram meeting yesterday with about 20 of us. Alex was here as well. We started talking and we started presenting a bunch of good points as to why this is a great idea and why it's maybe not the greatest idea. But when you listen, before I sugarcoat it and before I say, hey, this is like a crazy idea that we got today, I'm I'm not going to say that because this is something that we've been talking about for months and months and months. This is what a lot of times, we share things, everything with you, transparency wise, and a lot of times we don't, only because we don't know if it's something that we want to introduce into the ecosystem or not. But the main thing that's important in this scenario is timing. And that's something that we always talk about. That's something that I always say is very important. And it's been the longest damn bear market in the history of crypto. Let's be real. And if we're going to sit around here and wait for that bull market, who knows how long we're going to sit around here and wait. We've been as stable as it gets. We have amazing support. People are holding on to their bags. People know what's going on in the future, right? They know like we're here to stay. They know how strong of a project, how strong of an ecosystem the ShibaDoge ecosystem is, and they know like we're at 30,000 holders. We've been holding a pretty solid 10 million market cap. Literally throughout the entirety of the bear market, which is as impressive as it gets. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually massive. On top of that, that's just ShibaDoge. Burn is doing the same thing on a smaller scale. So people know what's up. People are holding. People are waiting. People are allowing us to build and allowing us to grow. Now, what is the whole point of everything that I'm saying about a new token and about this and about that? At the end of the day, the number one thing that people are pretty much into in Web3, the thing that really, really tickles their pickle and really pushes them over the edge, is getting into a brand new project on day 1, week 1, day 10, whatever, at a micro cap, super crazy volatility, putting in $100 and possibly making $10,000. You get what I'm saying? The volatility, that DGen Factor. That DGen Factor is the reason why a lot of you guys even found out about ShibaDoge or found out about any of the projects you're invested in from the beginning. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't have that DGen Factor in me. I very much so had that DGen Factor in me when I first discovered crypto. I got into crypto because I wanted to make money. I mean, that was my main purpose in my adventure in crypto when I first began. What kept me here is everything else that I went through in the process of it. I could probably say for 99% of you guys, that's probably the same scenario for you guys. Anybody who I talk to, anyone who I've ever talked to, and I asked them that question and said, hey, why'd you get into crypto? Their answer is something similar to like, hey, I saw Bitcoin at a certain price, and then I saw it at another price a year later, and I figured if I had bought it then, I would have been a millionaire now, so I'm trying it now. Anyway, that's mainly the answer that you're going to get from the general population. Now, is that only related to Bitcoin? No, absolutely not. We see that kind of stuff happening every single day. And that's not even the craziest part of it. The craziest part of it is the growth that comes with it. Our main goal here at ShibaDoge is growth, right? Obviously, we want the market cap to go up. Obviously, we want the NFTs to go up. Obviously, we want everything to go up. But mainly what we want is the growth, because with the growth, we're able to actually continuously bring new things to the table, drive new value to the table, be able to deliver our technology to more and more people. And in turn, you just monetize more, you grow more, you bring more value. It's just, the more people you have, the better it gets, no matter how you look at it, right? And what's one way in the bear market that you could literally, with the snap of a finger, bring thousands and thousands of people together, brand new, who literally are there for one reason and one reason only, to pretty much degen and make money, right? The only way that I can think of, the easy way that I could think of, but also the hard way and also the strategic way, is new launches. But also, like, check it out. People are coming in and saying, hey, Leo, if you guys launch a brand new token with the intentions of, having no roadmap and the pretty much main goal of it is for it to be a degen token where people could just ape in, well, how's that going to help ShibaDoge? Well, it's exactly, that's a great question. And the way that it is going to help ShibaDoge is because all of this stuff is brought to you by ShibaDoge. Now, You have tens of thousands of people, if not hundreds of thousands of people, buying into random stuff that they see on DEX tools every single day. And then what do? They buy, they go straight into the Telegram. They spend the next 48 to 72 hours nonstop glued to their screen, talking, shilling, researching, doing DD, networking, talking to other people, and then boom, all of a sudden you have a community, right? Whether it's a big community, whether it's a small community, whatever the case is, it's a community. And it is crucial as far as how it's executed for you to be able to capitalize on the momentum of something like that, right? Because when something is new, for example, when ShibaDoge started, right, it started at 20K market cap, nobody cared, and then boom, all of a sudden it was at like 50 mil market cap, and people were just going bonkers. They were going crazy. They were losing their shit. They were like, holy crap, how did we miss this? And everybody started talking about ShibaDoge. That would have been the same case if it were at a 1 mil market cap. It would have been the same case if it were at a 5 mil market cap, whatever. But we kind of skipped that whole 1 mil to 5 mil and went straight to 50 mil when that happened. So I can't really speak on that. But regardless, the crazy thing is, we're going to bring so many eyes to ShibaDoge by doing this, because they're going to come in and, let's just call this token test token, right? TEST, test. There's no specific name. I'm just going to refer to it as that. Let's say people see test token got launched, and then they do their research and they see it's brought to you by the ShibaDoge team, who also brought you ShibaDoge, who also brought you Burn, who also brought you the NFTs and built all this cool stuff. They're automatically going to know it's a safe project, right? As far as when I say safe, I mean it's not going to get rug pulled. It's not going to get, all whatever other shady stuff that happens in crypto. None of that stuff is going to happen, because that's not what we're all about. They're automatically going to know, hey, this is safe. I can ape into this and see what happens, right? Maybe they win, maybe they lose, doesn't matter. That's the game. We're allowing them to play the game in a very safe way, where they could still have fun and they can engage with the community that's already built, and they can actually contribute to a community that's already built, bring new faces, bring more action to the community. This chat will be popping. The Discord will get popping again. Our Twitter will be popping, because every time that they shill something, it comes back straight to ShibaDoge. And I think it will create a whole bunch of opportunity for a lot of people to pretty much endure the bear market, because if we can create opportunities for people to make money, obviously I'm not going to guarantee everyone's going to make money, because that's impossible. But some people will make money, some people will lose money. That's just how the game is played. But if we can create that opportunity for people to make money, and to make crazy amounts of money, if some of these projects pop off to crazy levels, who knows? We'll never know unless we try. Then why would we sit around and wait for the bull market when we could create those opportunities for us instead, and do it in a safe way where people are having fun and people are actually growing, rather than it being a play where people come in and leave and never come back again. They're going to be itching for the next one, right? They're going to be like, holy crap, I made 2 ETH on this. I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for the next pump. I can't wait for the next token. I can't wait for ShibaDoge to do what ShibaDoge is going to do. And I think the opportunities that will arise out of this are nothing but beneficial. Yes, maybe there may be one or two things that can be negative, as far as like it taking some time away from the things that we're working on, maybe make things a little bit longer for us to do, because now there's more things that are kind of not distractions per se, but on our plate. But the reason the reason why it really won't matter that much right now is because we're pushing out all of the stuff that we've been working on and kind of like releasing that before we even do this anyway. So then we don't have to juggle all of this stuff back and forth, and everybody could be on the same page of like, all right, let's try to make some gains, because at the end of the day, it's fun being a DGen when you win, right? Like I never want to take away from those people who play that game, because we've all played that game. I played that game. That's how I made a lot of my money, guys. I did not buy Shibainu or Dogecoin because I sat there and analyzed it and thought it was, a groundbreaking investment. At the end of the day, the main reason why I bought Shiba and Dogecoin was because I was being a DGen and I was having fun and I wanted to make some crazy money with meme coins, right? Literally meme coins. And ShibaDoge, it obviously is a meme coin, but it doesn't have that new factor where you could just get 10,000 holders overnight because of the new launch hype. So I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. Top Secret knows what I'm saying. We kind of had a discussion about this yesterday in here as well, but I'm open to talking about any of the questions that you guys have moving forward on this topic. And I mean, shoot away any questions or any statements or anything like that. Like, let's go for it.
Leo, can I just say one thing? When you, in regards to when you basically said everything's going to be presented by ShibaDoge, and
Yep.
one of the main things that people look forward to as a DGen is they know and they can trust that dev. And they wait for those particular projects to pop up knowing it's from that dev. And they ape in hard. And that's what we want. And at the end of the day, everyone knows it's not going to rug, but it's there to be played for. Like, it's you make money, get out. And that's what people want.
Exactly.
And at the same
and the
time,
thing is, it's like, it's so volatile. Yeah, people can play the get in, get out game. Maybe they make crazy profit and they bring profit back into ShibaDoge. So you get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody brand new from the ecosystem, brand new to our ecosystem, comes in and apes into a brand new token that we launched, and they turn their 1 ETH into 10 ETH, and then they get out of the project, and they say, hey, you know what? I just turned my 1 ETH into 10 ETH. Let me buy 1 ETH of ShibaDoge. Let me buy 1 ETH of Burn because these guys are killing it. These guys are doing an amazing job, and I want to be a part of their ecosystem. That's a massive win because this guy just came in, he made profit. Now he has nothing but good things to say about us. And then also he just invested back into our ecosystem. And guess what? He still has 8 ETH, and he's going to be waiting to get back in to make another play when the volatility comes back around, or he's going to sit on that money and wait for another meme coin release to pretty much be a part of. And think about the opportunities that people are going to have with telling their friends, saying like, hey, ShibaDoge is launching something brand new. You guys have to be a part of this. The FOMO is going to be crazy. Every single time the FOMO is going to be crazy. I mean, think about it. Like, look what happened with Burn when we were launching Burn, right? We had I think we broke a record. If anyone has seen more people inside of a Telegram of VC for the amount of time they were in there, please let me know, because I think we had like 2,300 people consistently in our video chat, our VC in Telegram, for literally 2 days. They were waiting.
Bro, I think they camped out for that one. So
they camped out, bro. It was crazy. Think about it. Remember how many people were talking about us during that, and the growth that we got in that day because of that launch was massive. I think it was the biggest spike that we've gotten since the actual launch itself.
But no lie, not sugarcoating it, Leo. But I think you guys are probably hopefully, it's going to be more perfected than what we did in Burn, and having to wait 3 days before it launched.
Oh yeah, dude. No, we've learned a lot, bro. We've learned a lot. And then, by the way, like, all of these people, all of these influencers that I've been talking to over the months, having them on our Twitter Spaces, being a part of their Twitter Spaces, being a part of their Telegram AMAs. All of these people are going to be nothing but supportive to this, right? And they're going to be pretty much marketing this because they know, and they're going to be telling their community. All these people are callers, and they have communities that want to be DGens and win and find good projects. All of these people are going to just go and start telling those communities, telling their audiences, like, yo, you guys want a safe brand new meme coin that's coming in and has crazy potential, go look at this. And it's going to be very easy to orchestrate AMAs with these people, get into a lot of these big Twitter spaces with these people. It's just, we got to be able to bring something crazy to the table. And I think there's nothing crazier than a brand new launch where people could speculate on, like, hey, if I could get in early, I could possibly make millions of dollars. That's the craziest speculation ever, because look at Pepe, right? People bought in a few $100s worth of Pepe and made millions of dollars. They didn't know that was going to happen. But anything else that comes out that has that same potential, people are talking about it, and it's growing fast. So I think even in this bear market, we can create bull market type opportunities as long as we think outside of the box and do the shit that people are scared to do, right? People are scared to do new launches because they're afraid, oh, our community is going to be upset, or our community is not going to like the idea. Yeah, that's what I was scared of too. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, and I say to myself, and I say to our team, I'm like, guys, like, at the end of the day, is the community, even if they're mad in the beginning, for example, are they going to be mad if this works the way that we're expecting it to work, and it causes us to grow faster than we've ever grown, and it, in the same process, causes a lot of these people, a lot of these OGs to make a whole bunch of money? Like, if that happens, who's going to be mad? No one's going to be mad. They're going to be like, oh my God, you guys are geniuses. Why didn't you guys think of this earlier? So, I mean, executive decision wise, I honestly believe this is the right path. Yo, what's up, brother?
How you doing, bro? You good?
Doing very good, my man. How about yourself?
Yeah, all good, bro. Just chilling. Finished work early. Hiding myself in the room. Told my parents I might speak a lot tonight, so bear with me.
For sure, no problem.
Yeah, all good, bro. So, couple of things, Leo. First of all, is ShibaDoge and Burn? Are they always going to be like well, not the priority, like the main project in the ecosystem?
Yes, without a doubt, they will always be the bread and butter. They will pretty much be the only two projects that have a dedicated roadmap, and are going to be something that is a long-term project, right? And what I mean by long-term is like, hey, we want ShibaDoge to be here forever. We want Burn to be here forever in correlation with ShibaDoge. These new things that I'm talking about, when we introduce them, they are not going to have long roadmaps. They are not. Maybe they won't even have a roadmap. The main thing behind them is that they're strictly just meme coins, and the main point behind it is strictly to try to make people ape in and make gains. Like, the volatility is there. That's the only utility. The only utility is you have a chance to make a lot of money. Like, that's literally what people are going to speculate on. And who knows? Sometimes maybe we launch something that turns into something massive and we give it a roadmap. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of context. That can happen considering how powerful something becomes. But initially, like, these would just be short term. Like, they're here. You guys can play the game. You guys can experiment. You guys can be a part of this community, and we make we make gains together, or whatever the case is. So that's the main point behind it.
Cool, bro. And just one more follow-up question. A few weeks ago, obviously, you kind of hinted on these alpha groups, etc., etc. Is there? How do I ask this question? Does that correlate to launches, and how do we get into that group, or what exactly is it?
Yeah, great question, man. So that I'm going to leave that for another presentation that we do, because right now we're still working out all of the details on how that's going to work. But to give you like a quick breakdown, we're working on building a very exclusive alpha group that's going to pretty much be so it's going to work together with a lot of these new launches, and the main point behind it is to try to get as many strong people like whales and influencers and crazy people who have like a lot of play in this space, to try to get them together. And that's kind of kind of the gist behind it, but I'm not going to say too much because we're still working out all the details on that. And I will give you guys a better presentation once we're finished with the entire theory crafting of the idea. But right now, what that part of your question is pretty much, yes, we do want to have a large, and when I say large, I'm talking about a few hundred people, the largest and most powerful alpha group in all of Web3, where it's like people are going to look out from the outside and be like, oh my God, that group is a part of this project. I have to be in. I cannot miss out. If this group is behind the project and they're pushing the project, you know, there's 500 massive names behind this, and they're going to turn this into the biggest thing ever. And that's the whole idea behind what we're trying to build with that.
Awesome. And that's kind of like to basically, guys are trying to get the OGs to be the first ones in, kind of thing. Is that what I'm guessing?
Kind of, yeah, kind of, like yes and no. I mean, like the way that it would work would, some of the ideas that we've been talking through, and none of this is finalized, but it would be an application basis. So like the people would have to apply, right? And we'd have to see like what you bring to the table. Maybe you're a giga whale, and you know that's all it takes. Maybe you're an influencer, and that's what it takes. Maybe you're one of the best ShibaDoge supporters ever, and that's what it takes. You get what I'm saying? But what's going to be important is like people need to contribute to one another. And imagine if you could bring 500 people together and they're all contributing towards one cause, and they're going hard, and they all have something that they could bring to the table as far as value. You can push anything and turn anything into like a massive success. So that's the idea behind that. So I mean, we're still theory crafting the whole thing, but you know, we'll present it once the idea is kind of more concrete.
Got it, bro. Got it. Send it.
Leo, can I make a suggestion? Because I know that there's going to be a few token launches within the ShibaDoge Launchpad. Within the actual projects, as we know, DGen plays, it kind of lasts 24, 48 hours and maximum maybe 72. But in a way, can we get community members who are dedicated to that particular project become admins and mods and kind of keep it going? So obviously you guys don't have to, you know, overlook everything, just basically mods to, you know, keep the projects going.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. So that's the thing is the way that we want to build this out is we want to build it out where it is all be centralized and be managed through the same place, right? So through our channels, through our Discord. Obviously, each project would have its own Twitter and its own socials and all that. But we want the heart of everything to be this Telegram, right? Because we already have all of the functions.
The lounge room, basically. The lounge.
Yeah, exactly. This will be the launch lounge, right? This will be the headquarters. This will be where everybody comes to talk. This will be where everybody comes to learn. Like that, I don't have to go through different Telegram channels, manage everything, appoint admins to that. I could still do everything out of here. And the whole point of it is to grow this community, right? So it would be counteractive for us to start a new Telegram channel every time we bring something out on the Launchpad. So at the end of the day, this would be the heart and soul of where everything lives.
And that way we can educate new people about ShibaDoge and Burn.
Exactly. Yeah. And all the resources and the AMAs, they're all tied in together. These AMAs might be much longer now. They may be focused on different topics depending on what's going crazy at any given time. And like you said, Top Secret, some of the DGen plays, they may last a short amount of time, but I've seen them last longer. I've seen them last months even, dude. The volatility can be very crazy.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I was saying to a couple of people already, it's a great timing too, because a lot of these plays, if they're done right, it can actually run into the bull market if we start even launching now. So, that's a great thing when everyone knows that you got the halving just around the corner. So a lot of these plays are actually lasting longer.
Exactly. And think about it, like if these plays roll into the bull market, right? Like, and we have all of these things that people are interested in,
Oh,
the chances
dude.
are like a
Emotions are gonna
few
be
of
flying high.
they're going to be crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy. And then think about it. It's like the bull market turns around and you have the ShibaDoge ecosystem has like, let's say 8 projects that they've launched in the year. And then boom, all of a sudden out of those 8 projects, 6 of them are in the moon and people have moon bags. Then it's like your chances of finding success are not just in one project anymore. They're spread across like a whole bunch of different projects. Now you have diversity all over the place. And you don't. What the beautiful thing about meme coins is, you don't know why people are buying them. They're buying them because they want to make money, and a lot of times, even after they take profits, they hold moon bags, and just that alone is enough driving factor for people to come back and check and trade and do all this crazy stuff. So you never know, dude. Something like this can become very, very, very big, and in my opinion, it can very well trigger a bull market. And the reason why I say that is because from the outside perspective, if people see new tokens launching and they see them running up 10,000%, 20,000%, 100,000%, whatever, they're going to be like, holy shit, I do not want to miss out on this. And they're going to buy ETH and they're going to want to participate in the next one, just like they bought ETH and wanted to participate in the NFT craze when all that happened. And that's what triggered one of the bull runs. So it's like, why wouldn't this be able to trigger a bull run? As long as we're able to deliver people on success and you know, have some people make some pretty decent gains. Think about how many people bought ETH just to be a part of Pepe because it was going crazy, for example. Think about how many people bought ETH just to be a part of ShibaDoge when it was going crazy, right? A lot. And imagine you're doing that on a much larger scale, and imagine you're doing that with a lot of backing and a lot of expertise behind it. And what I mean by that is, like, we know what we're doing when it comes to this. I don't want to say we're amateurs at this point, because we're not. We know what we're doing. We have the connections that we need. We've met a lot of the people that we need to meet to know what needs to be done at the launch, and what works, what doesn't work. We have a full dedicated staff. We have a full dedicated dev team. Like, these are going to be the best meme token launches that the market has ever seen, right? And that could be massive.
Any test token launches out there, Leo?
Any test token launches right now?
Yeah.
No, there has not been, but there will be. We will do some test stuff. It won't be stuff that people are going to be trading, but there are a few contracts that will build and test out, functionality wise, make sure everything is good as far as like what needs to be in there on the test net. But yeah, man, I mean, once we figure out how we want to roll this out in terms of what's first and the meme that we want to go with in the very beginning, then obviously we'll keep everybody in the loop. But this is something we want to do like pretty quick if possible, as you know, since there is still a lot of hype in the market as far as meme coins go.
I have a question.
Time frame. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
So is there any time frame without pinning it down to 1 day?
No, I won't be able to give you a time frame today, but the main thing that we wanted to get out of the way is kind of, we wanted to present the idea to the community first and make sure that we're transparent with you guys. And now I have a whole bunch of weight off of my shoulders just by being able to talk to you guys about this. And on Friday, we're going to have a team meeting again. So hopefully by Friday, we'll be able to pinpoint a smaller window of when we want this stuff to happen. And then also we got to talk through whether we want to have it like a stealth launch, whether we want to do fair launches like we did with Burn. You know, we got to figure all that out. If it's going to be a fair launch, then we'll give you guys a pre-launch date and be like, hey, this is when it's launching, and we'll start doing pre-launch marketing and stuff like that. But if it's going to be a stealth launch, then that's going to be a little bit tricky. I don't know if we'll do stealth launches just because we have a large community and I don't want to upset anybody. So we may go with the fair launch stuff, but then again, you know, that's still all something that we have to talk through this Friday.
Could there even be pink sales, Leo?
That's also another thing we want to talk to before I
Because you know
give
these
any
whales,
kind of.
man, they love
They love that.
shit.
They
But
love that. But the thing with that is it could very quickly, if you do it incorrectly, very quickly be considered as a security, and then you have to deal with all of that crap.
Yep.
So we need to talk to our legal team first and see what the right way is to approach that. If it does turn us into a security, then we're absolutely not going to do any pink sales or anything like that.
No lie, bro. Like the hiatus from ShibaDoge, you know, like being in XRP and everything, and for the whole year, like listening to business talk and all this crap about government and whatnot and banking, and you know how good it feels to come back being an actual DGen again. Like,
tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. I feel the same way. Like, I feel the same way. I feel like people are going to have so much fun in participating in this that they're gonna forget that it's even a bear market. They're gonna be like, holy shit, like what, it doesn't matter if it's a bear market. $1,000 is still $1,000. If you can put $1,000 into a new launch and it turns into $10,000, who cares how much ETH it is? It's $10,000, right? People are gonna be happy about that. So it's fun being a DGen. I'm not gonna lie. It is something that people have fun with, but at the end of the day, always be responsible, guys. Don't ever put in more than you're willing to lose in anything, whether it's us launching it or whether it's some other thing that you see online, doesn't matter. Don't forget, like, you can make a lot from a little. I put a very little amount in Shiba and I made a lot. So it doesn't matter how much you put in. If it hits, it hits. Like, that's what you got to understand.
Yes, sir.
Leo, cousin KK.
What up, Cut?
What up, cuz? How y'all doing?
Good, bro. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, recently I launched my own token. It's a serious meme, but it's a community token, and it's strictly to help veterans around the world. That's what I do. That's what I help charities and whatnot. But 2% of my marketing wallet is going to be used to donate to those charities. Now, the new project you're talking, is it going to have what's the marketing? What's the sort of like
DGen, bro? That's the marketing.
The marketing is going to be just strictly meme coin DGen marketing, dude. That's it. No bells, no whistles, no meaning behind it other than like you can possibly, get in and get out with a large bag. Like, and then that's mainly because that's the core of what people really want, right? Like when they look at a project, for example, this is the first time hearing about your project, but for example, like they're looking at the marketing of your project, right? And they say like, oh, this is a great cause. I want to be a part of this. That's one part of them wanting to be a part of it. The other part, and this is the most powerful part, is, hey, can I be a part of this and make money? Because if you tell them like, this is what we're doing, and the chances of you making money are extremely, extremely low. Chances are, if they even believe in the cause a lot, they're not going to mess with it, right? They're going to be like, okay, I'd rather find something that can possibly, 10x my money. Whether that happens or not, it's not easy to find that, and I'm not saying that we're going to easily be able to pull that off. But what I'm saying is, like, we have a massive platform, and if anyone's going to try to pull it off successfully, I think we have a really, really high chance of doing it with our team because of all the stuff that we've already been through in the past, and also definitely. Yeah, also the backing that we have of the community. Like, a lot of what we have already pre-built can really make things pop off in the future, for the future, and the connections. Like, back to your marketing point, a lot of these people that we talk to in our Twitter spaces, AMAs, the callers, and all this stuff, all those connections that we have, we're all on good terms with all these people. And I think just by them helping in pre-launch marketing alone can bring tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of impressions just on the launch itself.
Yeah, definitely.
And also good for you, by the way.
I'm behind it 100. OG.
Yeah. And also good for you, by the way, for stepping out of your comfort zone and launching something. And You know, like, yeah, man, for sure, dude.
Yeah, thank you. It's all credit to you guys. I didn't know anything before I joined ShibaDoge, and just the information. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I want to be like Leo. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely not easy, man. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. But it's cool, man. It's cool having a community of people that are pretty much all supportive, and it's one of the best things that you can do.
Yep, veterans, need support. So that's why and the liquidity. Are you guys gonna pump a lot into liquidity for the new project, or just
no, we're not, because think about it. The way that all of this works is the lower liquidity you put into something, the more volatile it is. So it'll be a small liquidity to market cap ratio, but that's what makes things pop off like crazy, right? So for example, with ShibaDoge, we only put like 20K liquidity in the beginning, and within 4 weeks it was already at 250 mil market cap. So
nice. I'm behind 100. Good idea. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.
Thank you, brother.
Rocketman.
Yeah, we're going to turn a lot of these OGs in the ShibaDoge Degens by the end of this.
Yeah, I think Rocketman's been trying to say something for a while now. Rocketman, go ahead.
What's up, Rocketman?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
If there's any way to help this, like if there's a small tax on this new launch where you get a little bit of burn, or you burn a little bit of burn, you burn a little bit of ShibaDoge, and maybe some reflections, and then you get people to buy the Shiba and the burn, so they're gaining reflections as this new coin's being bought.
Yeah, see, that's another angle of how this thing can progress in the future. I don't think we'll do that initially off the bat, because that'll make other newer people that are just coming in kind of a little bit more confused as to like what the whole point of these launches are. But once we grow this, and once people understand how we're doing this whole Launchpad thing, and how people get a gist of what our community is all about and what ShibaDoge and Burn is all about, then we could definitely start introducing cool features like that. We don't want this to just be like a one launch banger and that's it. Like we want to do multiple ones and have a lot of fun, and try to bring as much attention as we can. So each project will be a little different from the other, but at the end of the day, we want to stick to the main core values of like, hey, this is what it is. It's like there is really no massive roadmap behind it, but the thing is, it's like, look at the testimonials, look at what the last project did, look at what the project before that did. This has a chance of doing the same, if not better, and I think we roll with that. But there is a strong possibility and a strong chance that all of these stuff that come out on the Launchpad, they can be implemented and brought into the Warzone, where your NFTs can earn those tokens as a currency as well by participating in Warzone. So that's on the table as well, of a way that we can add more bullishness to the NFTs as well.
Cool, thanks. Like trying to think like, all right, if they're buying this, they're helping this, so they may want to buy some of that because they're getting reflections as well,
Yeah, for sure. No, that's a great point. But yeah, and then also you said something that stood out. You said, how can we help? That's going to be massive. Like, you guys are going to be able to have a lot of opportunities to help, and we'll let you guys know how you can help, and we'll make it very easy. We won't make anybody go out of their way to do anything crazy. It'll be very simple as to how you guys are going to be able to help. And I'm sure everybody who's a part of this community will willingly help all these launches, because without the community it would be a bit harder. But it's help is as simple as retweeting and liking and doing simple things like that.
And if I may, right, I believe if anybody could pull this off in this market that we're in right now, ShibaDoge, because you guys have a very dedicated community, and your track record it's pretty much unmatched on a sense of consistency, right? Whenever people, especially when you guys launched, I think it was last year, right? Or maybe the year before last year, probably around the bear market, the bull market, right? Right before the end of the bull market. Right. People knew what you guys did, right? And then you launched Burn. At first, I didn't even know that it was ShibaDoge that launched Burn. That thing went crazy. Everybody was talking about Burn. So I really respect the transparency, and I do think this token is gonna fly on many different factors. First and foremost, because of your track record, and second, because you guys are so transparent. Now people are already coming in knowing what it is, and they're gonna have fun with it, just like you said. And it is very important for people to know this too. Like, it may be a project that has nothing to do with nothing, but the fact that it has the backing of experienced people, there's no telling what it's gonna be and how long it's gonna be there, because this cannot be applied to just any other meme token, because it has a special team behind it. So I'm excited. You guys are doing something amazing. You guys are actually using your community in a way, you're giving opportunity to your community, which will then grow the brand of ShibaDoge, will add value, add more members to Shiba, because everything's coming back to ShibaDoge. So you guys did your homework on this one, man. I really respect that. That's amazing. You know, I miss all the projects that you guys launched. This one, I guarantee you, I don't care what time it is. Yeah, I'm getting in.
Let's go, brother. That's it. That's the pitch right there, my friend. You nailed it right there. Right there. Hammer on the head of the nail, my friend. And that's the beautiful thing, bro. It's a lot of the marketing that we did for ShibaDoge in the beginning, where, you know, Shiba and Doge millionaires, Shiba and Doge whales came together to launch ShibaDoge, right? And a lot of people, without even knowing who we were, they jumped on that because they knew we were coming from a place that people made money, right? And if you look back on the success of ShibaDoge, a lot of people made some serious money during ShibaDoge. We've turned a few people from nothing to millionaires. It's happened. You can check on the blockchain. It's there. Just that alone gives enough credibility, enough speculation for people to be like, you know what? These guys, they have done it before. They're doing it again. Now they're doing it bigger. Now they have a community. Now they've spent the past 2 years learning. They've spent the last 2 years building. They've spent the last 2 years networking. Why wouldn't I want to be a part of it? Why would I not want to be a part of a community that's bringing opportunities to the people that are part of the community with no shits and giggles, no gimmicks, nothing. It's all we want is for people to make success. That's it. We just want people to find success in this space, whether it's in the bear market, whether it's in the bull market, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a part of ShibaDoge, we want to be able to present opportunity to people. And that's what I get a kick out of, man. That's what really, really pushes me to keep being creative for you guys, is because I love getting the messages in my inbox of people saying, thank you, you helped me with this, or you changed my life this way, or you changed my life that way. It's very powerful and very moving for me. And you know, our whole team, like, everybody has that same passion as I do. And not just that, but we've built something that's very special, and we've been able to give people jobs. We've been able to employ people. We've been able to change people's lives. We gave people who might have been in a bad place in their life and had no one to talk to. We've helped them find a community of people that they can relate with, find friends. They hang out all day. They talk all day. They do all kinds of different things. So this is a thriving community, no matter how you look at it. Whether you're looking at ShibaDoge's market cap, or whether you're looking at the growth of the community, you know, those are two different attributes that you can't really compare to one another, because market cap has a lot to do with how the entirety of the market is doing, but the health of the community has to do a lot with how, you know, the people behind it are doing. And we've never slowed down, no matter what the market condition is. We've actually ramped things up, and I think this is going to be another surge for us to grow as a community, because at the end of the day, we're a lot of people, but we're one unit. And as long as we move as a unit, nothing can stop us.
Hey, Leo, let me say this. I don't know if anybody's thinking about this, but think about this for a moment, right? We launched Pepe Launch, right? Nobody knew who launched Pepe. It went crazy, right? They didn't know the experience behind it. They didn't know nothing. It just, out of the blue, it just went crazy, right? But now, there's no competition right now. This Pepe 2.0, by the time this project is launched, this token is launched, all of that stuff's gonna be put to rest. So now you have this right here. This is the only thing right now that is being launched with somewhat of a hype. And think about what this is gonna do. And on top of that, you see what Pepe did without nobody knowing anything. But now this community knows where this token is coming from. And we know that it's coming. Now, I will not be surprised. Now, I'm going to shoot for the stars now. I will not be surprised if we get to $1 billion market cap or maybe even more. You know, do not doubt this because crypto is crazy. You never know what to expect.
That's the Degen words I like to hear.
That's it.
No, but listen. This is the Degen play at its best. You know where it's coming from. You know it's coming. You know from who, right? This is a Degen play at its best. And that's why I told Leo, I said, man, I appreciate you guys being transparent. You straight up tell us that, hey, this is coming from us, but it's not going to attach to anything. We just want people to have fun.
The most
and make money.
The most important part of what they're trying to do is trending. You have to play the trending matters. It's no point just launching a token and it's not really trending in the market. So that's the important part.
Exactly, but think about this for a minute, right? It's actually a genius idea because you can't launch another ShibaDoge, right? But ShibaDoge has to grow.
ShibaDoge 2.0, here we go.
How do you grow? Well, that could be another idea, right? But how do you grow ShibaDoge? This idea will bring so many different holders, members, so much attention back to ShibaDoge. And this is why I believe that Leo said and the team thought that these tokens cannot last long. If they do, they do, but they can't because the main focus is what he said, ShibaDoge and Burn. Okay?
Exactly.
So if it end up having value, then they'll keep it. If not, they just let it go. So now, Leo, I got one question to ask you. Wasn't it ShibaDoge that came with the trend of mixing the two names of two different tokens together?
ShibaDoge started that trend, bro. We started that, and then everybody started bringing the two names together. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I like to remember things, man, because at the end of the day, crypto history is not being recorded. So it's always good to remember where something came from. There's a lot of people that come into crypto. They kind of like treat every project the same, and I always tell people this: every project is not the same. Every team is not the same. The focus is not the same. Understand the history of crypto. The more you understand it, the more you'll be able to make better decisions. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you guys did started that trend. And I remember something I was thinking to ask. I'm like, man, I remember ShibaDoge was the project that came about putting two huge names together and piggyback off of that. You know, you guys did an amazing job.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. I mean, we've came a long way. We've definitely came a long way. And the beautiful part about it is we're just getting started. That's the beautiful part.
Amazing. And you know what? And I salute you guys. And I like every project that's in the space, especially the project that I've launched from 2021 up until now, that are still surviving and still thriving, still doing their best. And I respect that because we've seen so many rug pulls in the space. But you guys have actually put yourself in position to give people an opportunity to say, hey, you know what, I'm tired of losing money. Let me go ahead and search for good project. And I think in the meme space, where right now I don't even think you guys are a meme anymore because you guys have so much going on. And, you know, you've made your mark in the history of crypto as to what it is. You know, it's just these are the things that I personally want people that are not in crypto to actually understand, that there's a different opportunity out here. You know, you're not making enough money in your jobs. There's good project, good community. You don't have any friends, there's good community you could come in and belong to, and you know, just get yourself involved with. And I remember when I went to you guys' Twitter space not too long ago, I'm like, yo, these guys are cool. You know, I was with Aki. Aki actually was the one that invited me. I'm like, man, these guys are cool. So down to earth, you know, cracking jokes and talk about everything. That's what a community should be. And I think you guys are a great representation of what a community should be. Because it's not all about buy, but it's more so like, listen, you know, if you got something going on, whatever it is that's on your mind, as long as it's respectful, just share it with us. And I think this is what makes you guys, you know, what you are right now and still thriving.
100%, bro. Just empower people. That's the thing that people are so against, is everyone wants to be empowered. Everybody wants to be the leader. Everyone wants the world to revolve around them. The reason why we're so successful is because we want everyone to be like that. We don't say like, hey, we don't put people down for wanting to be a part of something. We welcome them open-handed, no strings attached. Whether you want to be a holder, whether you just want to be a part of the community, doesn't matter. As long as you help us grow, we'll help you grow, and that's all it is. And that's what's brought us to where we are today. And the stuff that we do on a daily basis is all for the community. At the end of the day, I'm not launching this because we want to only have fun. I'm launching this because I want everybody to have fun, and I want people to actually be into that whole thing that made crypto great in the first place. Was, hey, can I put $100 into something and get rich off of it? Can I? I don't know. Can you? We'll find out. You know, that's the beautiful thing, and just that speculation alone is enough to help you grow thousands and thousands and thousands of members every time you have something come out on the Launchpad. So yeah, man, it's combining two of the opposites together to make something that is completely different, and something that honestly a big community like ours I don't think has ever tried before. There's been no community out there that came out and openly said like, yo, we're gonna do a bunch of tokens for our community, and straight up it's just DGen plays and you guys are gonna have fun. A lot of you guys are gonna make money, a lot of you guys are not. Doesn't matter. The point of it is we're bringing the opportunity to the table, so we'll see what people make out of it.
Yeah, I think it's a great tactic. I think it's a really great tactic, especially at a time like this. You know, the bear market being what it is right now. It's like you guys are coming up as being a savior to all the people that pay attention, that want to get involved, that have lost a lot of money in this space during this bear market. This is coming from a trusted source. You could trust this. Hey, if depends on what time you get in, you could make some money. Maybe you won't make some money, but you know this is a trusted source. We don't have that in this space. We have not had that in this space. You know, we playing this. This is less more of a gamble. This is fun time. This is playground, ShibaDoge playground right now. So this is just amazing.
And if we pull this off, then ShibaDoge automatically becomes a legendary name in the world of crypto forever. Like forever. You know, people will be talking about that for 10 years. Who knows how long? But if we could pull this off and pretty much spark the bull market in a bear market just by this idea alone, I think anything that we touch will be cemented as legendary for many years to come. So it's there are some risks to it, but I think it's something that if executed properly and works the way that we expect it to work, can, like you said, be the savior of crypto. Who knows? We'll see.
Let's make crypto great again.
That's it.
Yes, sir. But you know what, Leo? I think the fact that you guys are so transparent about it actually minimizes the risk.
I mean, it already minimizes the risk a lot by you automatically, for sure, for a fact, knowing that it's not a rug, right? Because that's when people look at new projects on DEX tools without knowing who's behind it. That's a 50-50 not even a 50% chance, like a 90% chance that it's probably a rug if you buy into it. So just by knowing that it's not a rug, that automatically makes it a lot safer for people to get in and do what they want to do, right? They know it's not a honeypot. They know it's not a rug. But now it's up to them to decide whether they want to be a DGen and then hop into it, ape into it or not. And that it eliminates the time that you have to sit there and debate and that fear of you getting in without having to worry about it being a rug. Like that's the most important thing in my opinion, because if you're into something like and let's say you're already up 2x, but you still think it's a rug and you still think the dev can pull the liquidity at any point and wreck you, you're going to be like, all right, let me sell for 2 ETH, and then by the time you know it, maybe it wasn't the rug, and then your 2 ETH is now 20 ETH, but now you're pissed, now you're mad because you thought it was going to be a rug and you sold that 2 ETH, right? So you see how it eliminates a lot of that scared factor that people have in this industry just by knowing who's behind it and knowing that it's safe to ape into. That really helps people to make smarter decisions with how they want to go about things.
Bullish.
Let's go, Leo.
When we launched Burn,
At the end of the day, Leo.
I was just going to quickly say, when we launched Burn, we got hundreds of people who bought ShibaDoge NFTs and the token. I mean, it benefited ShibaDoge, I can see the same happening here again and again and again,
Exactly. That's a given that's going to happen, dude. That's a given that people are going to learn about ShibaDoge. That's a given that people are going to come in and say, hey, you know what? This is a cool community. I want to be a part of a bunch of their projects. Maybe not everybody will do that, but a good percentage of people that come in because of the new launches are going to get into the entire ecosystem, learn about the entire ecosystem. They're going to make friends with you guys. They're going to make friends with us. They're going to make friends with a lot of the new people that come in, and ultimately this community is going to grow. That's the point. That is the thing that we've been focused on since day one, and this does nothing but solidify that even further, because the whole point of this is growth, and the whole point of this is to bring more attention to this community. And if people can make money in the process, then that makes it even more bullish.
You never know, Leo. There's been a lot of exchange scouts out there that just listing pretty much projects left and right. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's very bullish. And it's coming from a trusted team. These scouts are just sitting there.
Exactly. I mean, we've met a bunch of people who work for, like you said, these scouts who work for a bunch of different exchanges, and they're listing new projects. They're not listing older projects for some reason, but they want to be a part of that hype because they're using the same tactic. They're like, yo, a new project, let's list it because it gives us exposure. There's thousands of new people that are going to come into that new project, and they're going to come into our new exchange and this and that. So they'll be like, all right, let's list this project for free because they're going to have 5,000 new holders in a matter of a day. That brings us a lot of exposure. So you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of crazy opportunities that can happen through this.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, bro?
How's it going, guys?
Going good, bro. Going good. How about you?
Yo, go.
What's up, Top? How you doing?
Long time, brother.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Long time. I'm doing Grubhub right now. I'm trying to work as much as I can so I can get involved with this token. Cause oh my gosh, but cause I know ShibaDoge changed my life, and I fucking fucked that whole opportunity up for myself, and I gotta see what I can do. So try to get $200.
So think about it like that. Go. You get what I'm saying? Like this could be a second opportunity for you. How much did you make the first time around in ShibaDoge? If you don't,
that's what I'm saying. I put in 25. I put in 2,000, and then I bought 500. So I put in 2,500, like right at launch, and I was able to profit about $120,000
It's wild.
Yeah, a little more than that, but I mean, but I never even like, I fucked it up, like, because crypto went down after that, and then it got
But this
bad.
is a point. We're trying to teach people it's a DGen play. It's nothing for you to hold.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If you want to hold something, come back and buy ShibaDoge or Burn. But these are the type of plays where we want to teach people it's DGen. You're in, make money, you times your money, and get out. You know what I mean? It's going to be a fun time.
You thinking like it could last like 24 hours? You think it could last a week? Or you think it lasts like a couple weeks? Or you
Yeah, who knows? I think, okay, so I think it's for sure going to last more than 24 hours. That's a given. But
Yep.
who knows? Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Like, we could very well launch something and it could, like someone said earlier, it could very easily, just behind the hype behind it, hit $1 billion market cap. You never know. I honestly never know. It's just that's the beautiful part about this is you never know.
So let me ask you this, because I've been literally studying the market, and I kind of felt like some of these tokens that send off to like millions overnight, like I think I know how they're doing it, and it kind of goes with how you launched ShibaDoge and how you kind of had like a sniper bot prevention at first, and then you lowered the transaction percentage, and then you you didn't renounce, but that's what these guys are doing right now. What they're doing is they're starting off high tax, and they're getting all their little alpha people involved, and then after it goes up a good amount and the distribution looks real nice, then they like renounce it, and they lower the transaction costs and renounce it. So
yeah, a lot of the reason why they do that is, like you said, if you have a little bit of a higher tax right at launch, that stops the bots from being able to buy your whole thing up. And yeah. I mean, obviously we have our own anti-bot systems that we're going to want to use, and who knows, dude? We might take some inspiration from some of these people. We might not. We might do things a little differently. But most importantly, like, the thing that matters is to make sure like it doesn't get sniped, it doesn't get ran up by bots or anything like that, and it's just completely fair. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't care if Jared from Subway comes and gives $30 million in 24-hour volume every day. Like, that would be bullish, but obviously, yeah, we don't want bots like him to run the show. So we're gonna do what needs to be done to make sure that things like that don't happen.
Okay, so that just gives me one more question.
Taxes, Leo.
Right, yeah, zero tax. Do you plan on making it a zero tax after, like, or do you plan on renouncing this one or something?
Yeah, they'll probably be renounced, bro. They honestly, I don't know. That's all something that we're going to talk about on Friday. As far as zero tax goes, I think they're going to be zero tax. I mean, I don't see why they would be taxed. If there is a tax, there may be like launch taxes or something like that to prevent a lot of the bots from getting in. Maybe there will be, like, right now I'm seeing like a lot of tokens at 1% tax. Those are doing pretty successful too. So it's all a matter of what's working in the market, and just kind of going with that, So we're not trying to revolutionize tokenomics. Like, that's not the point. What we're trying to revolutionize is, this is a safe haven, and guess what? There's a collective of 50,000 people who are backing it, and just try to mass market it as a DGen play, as a meme play, all across the internet. And that's all it takes to really start a snowball effect, is just breaking out on the internet.
I feel you, but I'm bullish on it, and I'm hopefully gonna get involved and see this thing do really well.
Yeah, it's not anything that's coming out tomorrow or anything like that. So you guys still have a bit of time, and we'll be more than transparent to let you guys, give you guys a good head start to know when to prepare for this and when all this stuff is going to be released and all that too. So nothing to FOMO on just yet.
Cool.
And it's going to be so bullish, Leo. At the end of the day, I can just see a lot of these new faces coming into the actual ShibaDoge ecosystem and probably wanting to buy these NFTs, knowing what's going to be coming. And that's itself that is bullish in what's to come for ShibaDoge. So
100%. There's still $100,000
Exactly.
ShibaDoge bounty out there for whoever mints the Vitalik Shiba Army. Yeah, so I mean that's a crazy incentive in itself. Imagine, you get like 20,000 people brand new coming in to the community. That's gonna be something that they could get excited for as well.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just think that given like the whole community an opportunity to buy a token at like the very beginning again, I think that's just really bullish idea. And like I feel like if everybody like in the community treats
You're rugging there, goat.
Yeah, we lost you, bro. We lost you after you said.
Sorry, I'm in the sticks right now. I'm driving. I was just saying, like, I think it's a bullish opportunity for everybody to like get a second chance. But yeah, I mean, and if they treat the opportunity right, like the sky's the limit. If depending on how everything goes.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's what it is. It's a second chance. It's a third chance. It's a fourth chance. It's a fifth chance. Like if you miss Shiba, I always say it, dude. If you miss Shiba, that sucks. If you miss Doge, that sucks. If you miss ShibaDoge, you suck. But guess what? It's like if you missed anything, like we're giving you guys opportunities to not miss. Like you can miss all you want, but if we could give you guys more opportunity, and you say, hey, you know what? It's okay. I missed the last one, but I'm not going to miss the next one. That's a lot of times that's what people really need is an opportunity.
Yeah, and I just missed that grind, like just grinding on, like in the beginning. Pause. It sounded weird at first, but yeah, like just grinding on Twitter and chilling like crazy. Like I missed that feeling.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun, dude. The first week is extremely fun of a new launch, and that first week is what really dictates whether it's going to be something that stays forever, or if it's something that's going to be just a short-term thing. And that's the mentality we're going to go in with these. Is like, yeah, if it becomes something huge, right? Then obviously, yeah, we keep it forever and we keep it as a long-term thing. But if it's just something that doesn't become huge, then it's treated like what it was meant to be, a DGen play, a meme play. But then again, like with crypto, it's weird because if it becomes huge and if it becomes something that breaks records and breaks barriers, then that's giving us an opportunity to outperform ourselves as well. So the more opportunities and more chances we get to shine, and more chances we get to put our name out there and bring success to people, the better credibility we give ShibaDoge. So, I don't think this is a negative thing for any part of the community. I think it's only positive, and I don't think it's taking anything away from ShibaDoge. I think it's actually bringing a lot to ShibaDoge, more than a lot.
100%. But I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just keep listening to you guys, and thanks for letting me speak. It was nice hearing you guys talk again. It's been a while, so it's just awesome to be able to tune in again, and hopefully this thing takes off.
Do you know what the beautiful thing is, Goat? Like just news has just hit the crypto space, and everyone's coming out of the woodworks again. Like myself, man, I've just come back out of the woodworks.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's just something for people to get excited about, and that's what it is. Like at the end of the day, we're building all this cool stuff, and it's all tech and all stuff that we think is useful, but it's not what the DGen community of people out there look for in a project, right? This is all long-term stuff, and maybe ShibaDoge one day becomes one of the best IPs, intellectual properties out there in the world in the future. Who knows? That's what we want out of it. But I mean, let's be real. Over the past year in the bear market, we've just been a stable coin, and people still want that action. They're addicted to that action, and there's still a lot of great people out there in Web3 that we'd love to have a part of our communities, and that's what it is. If if we don't do this, then we're missing out on thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there. So
yeah. And I was always wondering whenever you guys were ever gonna like launch another project again, because depending on like how the launch was, like, because I know Burn, it was like the BurnCard kind of like prevented it from pumping like crazy, but like ShibaDoge pumped straight up, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like this has the potential to do a good pump, and that's really cool. And I was always waiting for this day, so, and I didn't know how you guys were gonna go about it, so it's cool that you guys being, like the other guy said, you guys being transparent about it, not just going and doing it without saying anything. You can let everybody know, so that's even more bullish about it. And I'm really optimistic about it, so looking forward to it.
yes, sir.
Leo, cousin KK, just off topic.
Yep, go ahead.
The Doge extractor that sold for $20, was that real? Inquiring minds want to know. Did anybody else see that?
Today? I don't think I saw.
No,
it.
Day before yesterday, maybe.
Let me see. Hold on.
No, just off topic. Don't waste any time on it. But
I'm not. I'm looking on OpenSea right
if
now.
anybody else saw it, it knows.
Wow, my computer is slow, or OpenSea is slow. What the heck is going on here?
Hey, KK, I saw that too. I was like, what the hell?
That sucks. It could have been somebody who just like got hacked or something, dude. Who knows?
$20?
Or somebody really wanted a pizza from Domino's or something.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was.
Bro, I was like, they caught me slipping. I should have pulled the trigger and snatched that.
It was like 5:47 a.m. where I'm at, so I didn't have a shot at it.
How much are they going for anyway right now? I gotta take a quick gander here.
He's the last I saw.
Delivering a Pizza Hut order right now on Grubhub. Mention that Armory.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I see it over here. The last one that sold for 0.01 ETH.
My
That's
goodness.
wild. That's wild.
Congratulations to whoever bought it.
Yeah, the next cheapest one is $624, and then the next cheapest one after that is $1,300.
Wow. Here we go.
All I can say is it's about time that you guys start launching some of this shit.
Perfect timing. Leo
The
said.
following is massive. Like, this is perfect. I'm gonna pull a bunch of funds together, and I'm gonna put this everywhere.
You're gonna have fun, brother. Yes, sir. No, man. Yeah, it is about time. That I agree with that, man. It is about time.
No, it's all good. You something to think about. I don't know how people would feel about this. If you're going to do any stealth launches or whatnot, maybe there should be a kind of a perk in there for anybody that holds the BurnCard, that they may get in on pre-buy or something, something like that. Because that was a pretty heavy investment for a lot of people to get those BurnCards.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with you. We're not done bringing stuff to the BurnCard by any means. So
I know you're not.
Just this alone brings more opportunities for all of the other stuff that we already have currently existing in our ecosystem alone. So it's like new doors will always continuously keep opening and closing, depending on how our ecosystem progresses. But yeah, man, no, I definitely agree with you. But that's the beautiful part about it, is BurnCard is still the only liquid NFT out there. Like, there's no other NFT out there that you could literally use the same way you could use a BurnCard, right? So your BurnCard, I think right now, last I checked, was a few months ago or like a month ago. If you were to change your BurnCard into Burn tokens, I think you'd get like 3 ETH or 4 ETH worth of Burn tokens. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't done the math in a while, but I think it's still a pretty decent amount. So it's not like people have really lost much on BurnCards at all. It's actually pretty bullish in my opinion, considering if like something happens in the near future and Burn starts pumping, then BurnCard holders are going to be very happy.
Agreed. Yes. Well done, guys.
That's why I hold still mine, man. That's why I'm still holding.
I won't. I don't think I'll ever get rid of mine. Just so you know, it's gonna go down with the ship with me forever.
Hey, if you're the last person with the burn card, your burn tokens are a lot more, because I forget how many burn tokens get added to the pool every time someone burns a card, but it's a lot. So yeah, if you're the last person who owns the burn card, you're gonna be chilling. But no, man, like think about any other NFT, right? Any other NFT, to sell it, somebody else needs to buy it, right? But with the burn card NFTs, it's literally a part of a liquidity pool. You just turn it into burn tokens and take whatever you want out of that liquidity pool. It's pretty wild. It's actually, I don't think anyone could pull that off unless they already own a successful token and they just copy the same thing that we've done. But I don't think anyone's done that yet, man. Still, after all this time.
I mean, I'm in a lot of projects and I haven't seen it anywhere else. I'm only saying you guys, so well done.
When Siberia, Leo, so I can start using my army.
Siberia is going to be fun. That's Alex's project that he's like really dedicated. It's not a project, it's part of ShibaDoge, but what I mean by project is like that's what he's been like focused on building out, and that's Siberia. I personally don't even really fully know what his full like plan with Siberia is. I know most of it, but there's like some secret stuff that he's been working on that he hasn't even been telling me. So I'm kind of on the same boat as you. I'm real curious as to what he's like. We trust him to make this into something really crazy. So I don't know how far along he is in it, but it's looking good from all the stuff that he shares. Like it looks pretty cool.
Definitely looking forward to that comic book. He shared a page yesterday.
Yeah, the comic book is going to be fun, dude. I think he's going to give away like 250 hard copies as well. So, I'm sure you'll get one.
Hopefully, for sure.
All right, guys. If nothing else, that's pretty much the main topic of discussion today. We'll talk a little bit more about this on Twitter tomorrow. We'll host a Twitter space tomorrow, so I'll try to get some guests on there to talk about this now that it's more public. I'll try to talk to some influencers about it and kind of give them the spiel on what we talked about this past 2 days and bring them in and get a little bit of their insight on all this.
Ooh.
Let's go, Leo.
Definitely bullish. Good job, Leo. As normal. You guys never let us down. You always surprise us, and the community is hyped again. Here we go.
That's it, man. It's all about the hype.
So bullish.
Wag me, baby. We all gonna make it.
It's been a long time since me being in the crypto space with ShibaDoge. I've been working so much and just been away, but me coming back and hearing this made me just want to buy more and more and more. Like for sure.
Yeah, bro. It's going to bring a lot of people back. I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you a lot of people have been watching on the sidelines waiting for a play, and we're going to give them a play, or we're going to give them a lot of plays, not just one. It's going to be a lot of plays and a lot of opportunities, so people are going to be happy about that.
Yeah, here's something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's every ShibaDoge holder. You just have a one-time draw, and the winner gets X amount of the new token. Maybe hard to do, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. That's see, now that's thinking outside of the box, like bringing new opportunities to our community as well. I see a lot of opportunities that could happen like that. I don't know if we'll do it in the very beginning, man. I think in the very beginning we're going to be very kind of like strict on it being fair, so that the new people coming in don't have something to complain and fud about, you know? Because yeah, we want to be able, like, obviously we want to cater to our community first, but we have to try to be fair to everyone until like people understand like what we're trying to do with this. And you know, like you guys know the gist of it because I've been talking to you guys about it, but someone new who knows nothing, they're going to be confused at like why that's happening. So in the beginning, you know, we do it slow, we do it steady, but we do it right, and we just try to make it pop off as big as possible.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I was joking the other day. I was saying we should launch Shinja. And Alex started cracking out.
Shinja 2.0.
Bro, Leo's tripping. Leo's tripping, bro.
But Leo, let me ask you this question: during the time when Sinja was going, you know, pretty much was heading down, and you thought about, you know, maybe emerge and have that community come to this community. Did you feel like it was going to actually work, or what was you thinking when you first thought about it and started talking to that community?
Yeah, well, that's what it was. It was more like a merge. So look, like we've always been about growing our community, right? And they had a big community, so we figured if we could take over that project, obviously it was going to shit. It was going to zero. It was going downhill because they had no leadership anymore. They had nothing that was going to help that project progress and grow. We didn't want to have like any crazy overtaking of it, but we wanted, like, we could have built a small roadmap for it and kind of attempted to bring life to that project again. But we were more or less more interested in having their community learn about ShibaDoge and learn about Burn, but also, you know, not taking away from the project that they were already so invested in. And you know, if we could have even put a small light at the end of the tunnel for them, that would have been enough to kind of keep them going rather than them having to, you know, get left in the dark. But yeah, man, we very quickly realized that that community is not the right community, not the right fit for us. So we kind of backed off a little bit. I mean, it would have been nice to have, you know, 20,000-30,000 new people just merge into us, but and again, it's like it would have cost so much drama and it would have cost so much separation in the community that, you know, maybe it would have been a bad thing. So we backed off.
It's been run by the admins now. Admins and mods are running it now, and they're doing a relaunch in September. It's crazy, man. The amount of times, I mean, I bought that before ShibaDoge, right before I found ShibaDoge. And the amount of times I've had to mess around with that token is crazy, man. Like, you have to move it, and then they do this and that. It's like, I'm like...
So the relaunch that they're trying to do, is that going to... Anybody who already owns it is going to get it again?
Yeah, so they're going to airdrop... They're going to airdrop everyone the tokens.
Pointless. They're wasting their time. It's not going to...
And then they're going to change the name. It's no longer going to be Shinja. It's going to be something else. They're going to have a new name.
Yeah. I actually was... I just so happened that Ruth was involved with that project. And I was like... Because they had to do a migration. And I was like... and then that's how I ended up finding out about ShibaDoge. And I'm like, man... And I was like, once I get, I was like, man, I'm real hype about this project. But I'm like, I ain't never seen the devs that always being involved with the community. Like, this is the only community that the devs is always involved. There's no other devs that be in the community that talk to the community every week.
Yep.
Every week. And then I just got to give credit to you, Leo. Man, I got to give credit to you, bro.
Well,
thanks, bro. I mean, yeah, man, this is what I love to do.
Yeah. They used to do like video every day. video AMAs every day.
Who wants to look at Cliff's ugly ass, man?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, it's completely gone, you know. And it didn't work, man. It didn't work.
Shocker.
Yeah. But you know, Leo. At that time, I was in Shibainu, in the Discord in Shibainu. I used to be in the VC, and this guy came in and he's like, there's this new community called Shinja. The developer comes on video every day. This is something new, man. You know what I mean? And like he was hyping it up proper, man, and I had to go and check it out. And the first,
no, yeah, that's how people learn about projects, dude. They it's shilling. That's literally what it is. It
I knew
works.
it was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna be bad, but when Cliff said, "Well, I told y'all should have bought y'all should have bought in, but y'all ain't learned y'all lesson." Then that next following week, he dipped.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
At that Shinja was I actually bought in at the very launch on Shinja. Same with ShibaDoge. So hence why being a Degen, man, it plays out being a Degen.
It does, bro. It does. And if you time things right, you can walk away with millions of dollars if you're lucky, dude. You know? I mean, think about it like this. If I'd never took profit from Shiba, yeah, we still would have been up a lot, but it wouldn't have been the same. Like timing has a lot to do with it, right? Like I took profit from Shiba at a very good time where I was still able to make a shit ton of money, but also still have a massive bag, and I only had to sell a very small percentage of my bag, and I made life-changing money to a point where like I was happy with it. But if I waited and I still held, I would have been, I would have not have made as much. Now, do I think Shiba can go higher than what it is now? Yeah, of course I do. Like, but that's still the Degen in me speaking, right? Like, there's millions of dollars in my bag still of what I'm holding there. But anybody with a brain like would probably be like, "Yo, why are you still holding that?" But the Degen in me says, "Hey, I already took my profit. Now, if this could
You always
turn
got to keep a moon bag, man.
always,
bag.
bro, always got to keep a moon
That's
bag."
where people miss out.
Hey Leo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
I just had an idea. I was just thinking, I don't know, it's about the token again. But you don't gotta do it. But what if like all the ShibaDoge, like what if you did it like a stealth launch, but not stealth launch, but like everybody in ShibaDoge gets like the first chance to buy like 30 minutes, and then you get like the marketing after that on it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that could work, but you're also just crippling yourself there. You're handicapping yourself because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, see, like it wasn't fair," or
right,
I don't know. I don't know. We could try it. We have nothing to lose by trying it. Like that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing is like we're not doing a one-shot thing where it's just one launch. Like we're gonna do multiple different things. We're gonna try multiple different things. We're gonna bring different opportunities. So who knows? Like maybe that's one of the things that works. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to try it out. Yeah, no, dude, it's not a bad idea. Like any idea is a good idea, especially when we're in the business of coming up with ideas. Like that's the that's the business that we're in, dude. It's like you have an idea, sure, share it, because who knows, that could be the idea.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's cool. We're still chatting in here. Yeah, because I remember back in the ShibaDoge days, like it was like, oh, we was chat for like AMA for like an hour, and then we're just hanging out right now. Seems like it's cool.
Yeah, it had a lot of hype, in the early days, and I think that's gonna come back once they do the launches.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be busy in here again, man. I'll be having to, control people, man.
Yeah,
So
we'll get you
many-
some help, dude. I remember when it was real busy, we had over 30 admins, dude. So
Yeah.
I don't mind stepping up again if you want. It don't matter, but I don't have to.
We'll see, man. There will be a lot of opportunities for things like that as well. I mean, obviously, I rather work with the OGs and the people that I've grown to know over the years more often than just some new people that come in. So yeah, I mean, we'll talk with a lot of people when that time comes and we need more help managing some of this stuff.
You gotta get those games going in the Telegram again. What was that shit we were doing?
We're playing a few things like Scribble and Pictionary and things like that. Yeah,
that was funny.
And nobody wants to play games, bro. They want to make money. That's
that's
what they want to do.
Amen, brother. Amen for that one.
Exactly.
Make money.
If you launch a token every so often and keep the hype up, I mean, it'll be consistent,
Exactly, and then the people who just got into that token from the hype, they're going to get into the next token because of the hype, and then that hype is never going to die because you just keep the ball rolling.
That's it, bro. That's all it is. I mean, that's the best marketing you can ever do, man. That's a genius idea.
It's going to be some sort of domino effect, right? Where, like, you remember what I was saying? It's a cycle with everything, and with these token launches, like within a certain days of each other or weeks of launching, it could basically go round and round in circles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun, dude. I'm excited. I'm so excited, like, because you get so much dopamine, bro. I remember like just laying down in my bed in the middle of the night at like 3-4 in the morning, just looking at the chat, and the chat is as crazy as it gets in the middle of the night as it is in the middle of the day, and that's exciting. It's just like something really fun.
You know what's even crazier too? If like a whole bunch of new investors come into this new token, and then you were to hop on voice chat at that time, I feel like they'd be like, oh my god, this dev is actually in here and like talking to us. Like, wow.
Yeah, no, for sure, man, for sure. It's a game changer for a lot of people, dude, because they're coming from the world of being degens but getting rugged and going into communities where no one gives a shit about them, but they come to our community and all of a sudden they're welcome with open hands. They're like, holy crap, I just found an awesome place to kick it and awesome place to find opportunities to grow and whatever, make money or whatever the case, make friends. I don't know, but I think they're gonna like where they get themselves into. That's for sure.
Yep. As the hype dies down a little, Leo's gonna come and say, hey, we've got another token, another launch. And next thing you know,
boom, stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah, you never let it stop, bro. You just keep adding to it, and it's gonna be crazy, bro. ShibaDoge is gonna be crazy. And the marketing, like with Pepe, the marketing was done free because the token kind of took off, and all these influencers just started talking about it, right?
Yeah, they couldn't stop talking about it. Exactly.
They wasn't paid, bro. They wasn't paid to market it. They were doing it for free.
Nope. They were doing it because everybody else was doing it, and that's what's getting them views, and that's what's getting them attention. So, as long as we could create wins for people, everyone's going to want to be a part of it. We don't need to pay anybody anything. They're going to want to do it because if you don't do it, people are not going to follow your content because they're going to be like, yo, this guy didn't call that out. This guy didn't call this out. This guy didn't cover that. Why am I following him? He's not calling out any wins. Like all these other guys are calling out wins. So you're going to either have to be a part of it or you're going to miss out. And nobody wants to miss out.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. I think this is going to be great, bro. This is going to be great. It's going to help ShibaDoge, Burn. Because like I said before, when we launched Burn, I personally remember helping hundreds of people coming in here asking about what ShibaDoge is, and then I
check this out, guys. Sorry, Roof. Sorry, cool, but check this out. Most of the things that we launch, they're all going to be launched cross-chain on like 5 different blockchains. So ETH, BSC, Arbitrum, everything is going to be multi-chain. It's not going to just be on ETH. It's going to be we're penetrating every community everywhere.
Is that a bridge, Leo, or is that different?
Yeah, it's a bridge. We found a massive opportunity with the crazy bridge. So think about it. We get all types of people from all types of places. I forgot. That's one of the craziest things that I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention.
How did you forget that, bro? Come on.
Bro, you should have led
That
with that.
itself, man.
Leo, you should have led with that.
Wet, bro.
Yep. That's like the most important thing. I forgot to mention it. Oh, man.
Wow.
Yep.
Ready,
so
guys?
Not only does it create opportunity for people to get in the early beginning, but it also creates arbitrage opportunity for people to, like, you know, hop over to different chains, move things over chain to chain. Maybe something you buy is like worth 10% more on the other chain, so people swap it over, make money there, buy it back on the other chain, and move it back. And like, it's a lot of opportunities, dude. Especially with arbitrage. So if we could pull that off, like, you know, that would be cool too.
Leo, can you start looking at the EVMs, bro? Because I would love to have a contract, especially if it was a bridge with even XRP with EVMs. You know,
EVM
using the Ethereum EVM.
I don't know much about that.
It's Ethereum bridges between all these blockchains, and you can still use the Ethereum contracts with them. That's why these EVMs are actually popping off. Being very popular with all these blockchains that can have all these Ethereum, coding exactly the same way.
Yeah, Solidity.
So, have a look at it, man. Yep. Have a look at it.
That's honestly probably what we're similar to what we're using. I don't know. I have to ask our devs exactly. I'll bring it up. I'll bring up EVM to them, and maybe that's probably what it is. I don't know, but regardless, we figured out a way how to do it.
Ethereum virtual machines like that, bro. So
okay. All right, Roof. Do you still remember what you were saying before I cut you off, bro? I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. I was actually finished. I'm just saying, get ready, man. Get ready, guys. It's gonna be flipping hectic in here soon. And that's what I like, man. I like that. That's what I want.
Yeah, it keeps us busy, man. It keeps us on our toes, and I honestly like the craziness too, dude. I like the craziness. I like I like it when people flood the chat. Sometimes it gets annoying, but whatever. It is, you know, it's fun.
Yeah, bro. When they come in, bro, you like literally. We sell. Like, I remember with Burn, man. I literally was explaining to people, and they were going and buying them. You know, like. They were hungry, man. They wanted to buy. So, like, I'd say, you know, our NFTs are this and that, and you get these rewards and all that. And they're like buying 100 of them. Like one lady, I'm not going to mention her name. She bought like 100 of them. You know, she came for Burn.
Yeah.
You know, so I could just see what's going to happen. Even our NFT flow is going to start rising because these people are going to come in here. I'm going to tell them about ShibaDoge. We're going to tell them about ShibaDoge, NFTs, the token, the mother token, and they've got money to spend, man. They're going to start buying them. You know, like the community that is here right now, they've kind of like, they're at that point, man, where they've bought as much as they can, right? And
yeah, they've got everything that they're happy with, you know? It's like, yeah, for sure. We have to penetrate new people, like, and that needs to happen. And this is the best way to make it happen because, like, there's nothing else that I can do that's going to bring thousands of people to our Telegram overnight. Nothing. But if I launch something brand new, guess what? All of a sudden, thousands and thousands of people are joining, no matter what.
Exactly, and if it's consistent, then man, we're just gonna be flipping always hyped in here, man. It'll be just everyone would want to be here, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than doing any kind of shilling and all that extra.
Oh yeah, bro. For sure.
Like paid shilling, you know.
Yeah, it's all timing. Timing is everything. So I've got a list of 30 friends and families that I've been meaning to, you know, bring into crypto. None of them have done it before, but it's timing. So now I'm going to have a Zoom session with all of them, and it's a training session. This is how you do crypto. And by the way, ShibaDoge, and they're launching a new token. This is what you get into: safe and timing. So that's what's going to happen.
No rug, no honeypot, no worries. It's all about you, man. It's all about, if you time it, you gotta time it like Top Secret says. You gotta know when to take your profits. It's all up to you. You know, when you how fast you get in.
Well, you want those profits for the next one, Roof, remember?
Yeah, of course. Exactly, bro. That's it. Oh, man. And like Leo said, you know, it doesn't matter how much you put in, you know, like it's up to you. Just don't put in what you can afford to put
That's
in, you
it.
know.
Bro, even $20, if you do it at the right time, could turn into tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, the proof is in the blockchain. You could go look at some of the projects in the $50-100 million market cap range, and you could see like people who put in less than $100 made, you know, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. You don't need to put a lot. Like a little goes a long way with these launches too.
And you know what the fantastic is, Leo? Like I said yesterday, when people know it's come from a trusted source, devs, previous projects, people like myself will throw a shitload of ETH into it. And that's where people are going to be making money. So it's going to be hyped.
Yeah,
there's a lot of money to be made.
We're not sugarcoating it. You know, there's no code words.
Definitely not, man. I'm out there basically telling you what it is. And this is how people are going to make money. So that's it. Like transparency is right there, especially, and it's been great that, you know, the transparency being that ShibaDoge is going to be behind it makes it more trustworthy. So watch the money fly in, guys. It's going to flow like liquid.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Oh,
when launch, Leo. When launch.
Hopefully this month, bro. Hopefully this month we'll have everything pretty much planned out, ready to go. You know, I don't see this being a long thing for us to figure out. You know, it's going to be meme tokens with no roadmaps, like small roadmaps. Like it's just going to come down to like what we want to call it, build out the quick website, build out the contract, probably a contract that we could repurpose and reuse a lot, you know, and then just go through the pre-launch like stuff to make sure the anti-bots are there, the anti-whale like stuff are all there, and
Do you have any names in mind? Token.
To be honest, no. There's a few, but I mean,
Don't mention it because we don't want rugs to come out there, man.
No,
exactly.
we don't. That's what I'm. Yeah. Don't tell us, obviously.
If I tell you, if I say it, then you're gonna see it all over the place, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, damn! I thought that was you guys, and I lost all my money."
But like, has the team come up with anything? Or
there is a strong candidate for what we want the first one to be.
Okay,
and it's a extremely trendy one, and I looked it up. It's not on CoinMarketCap, which we were extremely surprised because it's one of the biggest memes ever, and we couldn't believe that no one has made a token on it. So I don't know. Maybe that's what we'll go with. We'll
see. Leo, to keep track of all these token launches, can we make a subdivision within the website of ShibaDoge having all these launches?
That's probably
so people can track it.
That's probably what we'll end up doing, or we'll create like a Discord tab or something. I don't know exactly what we'll do, but we will create something like that so you guys can keep like a mental note on all the launches, and we'll record like the all-time highs and the record volume days and all that cool stuff as the milestones as well, because we're going to use that as like testimonial for the future. We'll be like, yo, this was the most successful one, this is how much the one after that did, and you know, all that cool stuff. And man, if we have like $100 million day volume day, then you know that's going to be a big thing as well. So you know, we want to keep track of all that.
Nice. Thanks for the info, Leo. Been awesome, bro.
Yes, sir. No problem. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get going here. I got a couple of things that I got to take care of still today, so I'm gonna go take care of all that crap. I still have to go buy more coffee for the house. That's number one on my list. I can't believe I ran out. But regardless, I'm gonna be back on Twitter Space tomorrow. So if you guys want to tune in tomorrow, 4 p.m. PST, I'll be there. I'll schedule it here in a little bit and pin it in the Telegram so you guys can either retweet that or like it or whatever. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on VC. I'll still be in the chat for a little bit, so if you guys need me, just type at me. But yeah, any last questions before I leave? Nothing? All right.
Thanks,
That's
Leo.
fine. That's good. Yeah, for sure, guys. As always, listen, if you miss Doge, that sucks. If you miss ShibaDoge, if you missed Shiba, that also sucks. If you miss ShibaDoge, that also sucks. But guess what? There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to not miss anything. So that's it. That's what I'm going to leave you guys
those
with today.
new projects,
Yeah, and if you miss those, you suck.
Leo,
you're
Leo.
gonna have opportunity to not suck again after that because there's gonna be more.
Leo, you're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start saying ShibaDoge Labs at the end now.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna have to start writing this down so I don't forget. Like, it's gonna be like, if you miss this and this and this and this and this and this,
Right.
God damn, you suck. Oh man.
Crazy,
Shit. All
bro.
right, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Peace.
Love, peace.
Peace.
Laters.